So you might notice there's a sandbank there behind me, which is perfectly appropriate for a few geography predictions for the Leaving Cert exam. Now, I'll start off with the ordinary level topics. I'm not going to go into these in too much detail in the video, as I have this scanned in as a JPG file, and you can have a look at it at the end of the video. I'll have that there, and you can just pause on it. So, for the physical geography for ordinary level, the most likely topics are the OS map sketch, river landforms, and impacts of humans on river processes, like flooding, etc. Also rocks, weathering, and possibly volcanoes. They'll be the main ones coming up for the physical geography. In regional, your most likely ones for Ireland are to sketch Ireland and agriculture in Ireland. For the subcontinent, or continental region, is a sketch map, and also tourism is very likely there. For the European region, agriculture or tourism are the two most likely ones to come up for European region. In economic, the main topics there to look out for are that question where you have to interpret a graph or a chart that's given to you, and you have to answer questions on it, so you don't really need to study for that one. Or else to draw a graph or a chart. Probably a bar chart is everyone's favourite because it's the easiest. The OS sketch map could come up there in that section, and also Ireland and multinational companies. Ireland and the EU is another possibility, and the aerial photo, to pick a location to build something in the aerial photo. Also developing economies, renewable energy resources, acid rain. Then for the human section, you are very likely to have an aerial photo sketch in that section, and also to interpret a graph or chart, OS settlement patterns, rural to urban migration, traffic congestions, population pyramids, and populations in developing countries versus developed countries. Alright, now moving on to the higher level. For higher level, I have a few tips for the short questions here, but we'll skip that for now. Physical geography. Your most likely ones are to sketch the Ordnance Survey map. You could get river landforms, impacts of human on rivers, and karst features. Also, human interaction with the rock cycle is possible, or plate margins and boundaries. Maybe some of the major topics to look out for physical this year. Regional, for Ireland, doing a sketch of Ireland is very likely. Also industry in Ireland. For the subcontinental region, agriculture or industry. And for the European region, to sketch it, industry and tourism are the three most likely topics there. Economic geography. To draw a graph or chart or interpret a graph or chart is always given as part A of some question in that section, usually two questions in that section. To, on the Ordnance Survey map, explain a location for a new building, like a factory or a housing estate or something. Ireland and the EU. To sketch the aerial photo. Developing countries and globalisation. Also environmental concerns and non-renewable energy resources and multinational companies. In the human section, the aerial photo sketch is really common there. So also to interpret a graph or chart, migration in general, overpopulation, urban growth in developed economies, the historic settlement on the Ordnance Survey map, and a few others. Now, the most interesting part of the predictions, for me anyway, as this is more often right than wrong, usually this is really easy to call, are the options. For global interdependence, the main topics to watch out for are in order of likelihood. Number 1, global warming. Number 2, desertification. Number 3, fair trade and sustainable development. And number 4, global trading systems. Then, for the culture and identity option, religion and culture, problems with religion, race versus ethnicity, and number 4 is effectiveness of boundaries. The atmosphere, ocean, environment. The most likely topics there are number 1, formation of mid-latitude depressions and anticyclones. Sounds like fun. Number 2, an account of any global climate of your choice. Number 3, the influence of mid-latitude depressions on the cool, temperate, oceanic climate. Yeah, that sounds like a good title track for my next album actually. Must remember that. Yeah, I can make a song about that. Number 4 is global wind systems. And that is that. So, good luck in your geography exam. I hope that beach and sandbar have inspired you. Me again.
It's so easy to change, and we'll find a way.
Take a look at me now, it's all over.
Look at me now.
I've been going out of my mind, running out of